I'm Lisa, the Budget Equestrian, and welcome back to another video in our Confident Rider Challenge. For today, we're going to work on backing our horses and leading our horses. And you might be thinking, what? We're going to work on leading our horses? And that may not seem very exciting or anything fun to work on, especially if you have a horse that leads well. But if you have a horse that's pushy, stubborn, or fearful, leading can be a chore, leading can be dangerous, and leading can be no fun. And if you can't have fun just leading your horse around, how on earth are you ever going to have fun up in the saddle? That's why we're going to work on backing up our horses and leading our horses today. To get started with leading your horse, you're not going to need a lot of equipment. All you're going to need is your horse, you're going to need a halter, and you're going to need a lead rope. These tools are all that you're going to be using today: your horse, your halter, and your lead rope. So first things first, make sure your horse is clean and groomed and ready to get to work. Put your halter on your horse and attach your lead rope. And the first thing that we're going to be working on is not actually the leading part. We're actually going to start with the backing up, and then we're going to go to the leading. So now that you got your horse haltered up and lead rope attached, ready to go, the first thing we're going to work on is getting your horse to yield to pressure. Horses learn really well from pressure and release. You apply pressure, they back off, you give them a release. So this makes it pretty easy to teach your horse to yield to pressure. So if you want to get your horse used to yielding to pressure, first what you're going to do is you are going to apply pressure to a part of his body. And when he moves away from the pressure, you stop pressing. So when he's consistently yielding to you applying pressure to him, so he backs away from the pressure, and you're consistently releasing the pressure when he does it, then you're ready to go to the next step, which is backing. So to get your horse used to backing up when you ask him or apply a little bit of pressure, you need to start with what we were just doing with the yielding to pressure. So this time you're going to apply pressure using your lead rope, and you're going to pull back on the lead rope, and you're going to ask your horse to back. You're going to continue to apply the pressure, pulling back until he takes one step backward. When he takes one step backward, release the pressure of the lead rope and praise him for doing a good job. But we're not going to stop at just one footstep. We need more than one footstep. So after he does it with one footstep, then we're going to again apply pressure, and we're going to ask for two backward steps. Release the pressure, praise him. Repeat this process until you can get your horse backing easily with just a simple command of back and a light backward pressure on the lead rope. If you're working a little bit of a distance away from your horse and you want him to back, or if he's crowding you and getting into your personal space, to get him to back out of that space or back up away from you, all you have to do is simply shake the lead rope or wiggle the lead rope to get him to back out of the space that you want him to stay out of. So you can start by wiggling the lead rope a little bit. If he doesn't back off, wiggle it with a little more force. If he doesn't back off, wiggle it, shake it, make him back up out of the space that you're asking. Your personal space is your bubble, just like your horse has a bubble around him that's his personal space. And you respect his personal space, he needs to learn how to respect your space. This is a really important step and tool that you should practice with your horse, because you don't want him to inadvertently run over you or trample you because he's afraid of something and he just runs into you because he has no respect for you or your space. So work on backing your horse first close with the lead rope, and then work on getting him to back up when he's further away from you. So now that we have the backing up part figured out, we've got the yielding to pressure figured out, now it's time to actually help our horses lead better. And when you're leading your horse, you get to dictate how close or how far behind he is you when you're leading him. If you let your horse get pushy and pull you around, it's only going to get worse the longer that you allow that behavior to happen. If he gets pushy and tries to lead you, shake the lead rope, back him out of your space, and remember that you're the leader, not the horse. Your horse needs a leader, and that's what you need to be for him. When you're ready to start leading your horse, you're going to increase the pull or the pressure on the lead rope, and then release the pull when he walks forward. Once your horse is consistently walking forward with you on the lead rope when you ask him, now it's time to go out into the arena. Probably not on the trail, but if your horse is really well broke, go on the trail or into a pasture and it's time to go for a walk. And if he's following you willingly, continue your walk. You might have moments of correction, which is backing him out of your personal space, followed by a few short bursts of going forward. But every time you do that, and every time you get a little bit further in your walk around the arena, in a circle, whatever, you're actually improving the communication with your horse, and you're actually helping your horse to understand that, yes, this is what you want him to do. With practice and consistency, you and your horse will become experts at leading. And having a horse that leads well really is an important task to work on, because like I said, if he spooks or he gets frightened and his first instinct is to run forward or jump forward, he's going to run right into you. But if you've established the leading and then also the personal space, respect for the personal space, he's not going to jump into you. He'll probably jump to the side of you. But let's say that something does happen, something spooks your horse and you're leading him. First thing you want to do is shake that lead rope and get him out of your personal space. That'll also help to redirect his focus, so he probably won't be as concerned about whatever's scaring him, and he's like, oh yeah, I have to focus on what you're asking me to do. And one more thing, just as a brief safety message, when you're working with your horse with the lead rope, the long line, whatever you're using, don't wrap the lead rope around your hand. You're just asking for something to happen. You could get drugged, the rope could get stuck, and then you could end up with a big injury. So don't ever, ever, ever wrap the lead rope around your hand. So the daily challenge for today is I want you to go out and work with your horse. First, focus on getting your horse to yield to pressure. Then practice getting your horse to back up when you're standing close to him. Get him used to backing up when you're standing a little bit of distance away. And then take your horse for a walk in a safe or enclosed area and see if you can make it like 2 full circles in both directions in your arena or your enclosed area, wherever you're working with your horse. And that is all you have to do for today. That is today's challenge. If you are participating in the challenge, congratulate yourself. You did a great job today. And if you'd like to get in on the challenge, you can go over to my website, budgetequestrian.com. I have a calendar for the entire month of August, which shows you and tells you what we're going to be working on each and every day. And I also have a podcast now, Budget Equestrian, the podcast. You can find the podcast right now on my website, going along the Confident Rider Challenge. And hopefully soon, the podcast will be available on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you like to listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to be a more confident rider, be sure to get in on our challenge and have some fun with your horse. And before you know it, you will be confidently riding your horse. You will be enjoying your horse again. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little round subscribe icon. That way you can get in on the challenge. And if you click the bell icon, you'll also be notified of when I have a new video out, which for August is a new video every single day. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.